Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This week's video is going to be a Q&A with my friend Lupe, and I'm going to let her tell you guys a little bit about her channel.
Hi guys, I'm super excited to be here. Like Daisy said, my name is Lupe and I am also uploading videos here on YouTube. So what my channel is about is just my journey, and that's why I decided to call my channel Lupe's Journey. But I upload videos about being a first-time guide dog user, college, and I also upload daily vlog style videos. So, it's a little bit of everything. I really am enjoying it. I've been on YouTube for a year now, which is crazy to just say out loud.
Would you rather have feet for hands or hands for feet?
Oh my god, this question made me laugh. I don't know. Would I rather have hands for feet and feet for hands? You know what? I've never thought of that, but I like how the way I have it now. I wouldn't even, what? That's so crazy.
I'm gonna be honest, I would rather have hands for feet. I don't like feet. What's your favorite hair color that you've dyed your hair? It would probably have to be when I did half purple, half pink. I really liked how the purple came out in that one.
So I can't answer this question because I've never dyed my hair.
Best band of all time.
Best band. You know what? I think I'm not really into bands. I'm more into solo artists.
Panic at the Disco or Paramore would be my favorite band. Best movie of all time. I'm currently stuck between 5 Feet Apart or my typical all-time favorite movies, which is the Hunger Games trilogy.
Weirdly enough, even though I've always believed that horror was my favorite genre, my favorite movie of all time is not a horror movie, which is really bizarre. The movie is Hot Pursuit with Reese Witherspoon and Sofia Vergara.
Where do you want your life to be in the next 5 years?
I expect myself to be in school still. I know I'm going to be a very old person in university, but I'm taking my time. And I'm hoping to be finishing school and in the process of getting my credentials.
Hoping that I'm going to be totally done with school at that point, whether that's just community overall in general or university. I just want to be done with school and get started on my business and that whole process. Favorite memory at Grant with everyone. I think my favorite memory just overall in general with everybody being there would have to be during the Chalk Festival. My friend Kim and I had originally thought of this plan to order pizza because we were both hungry, and we were just like, yeah, like let's get pizza, but let's get it for everybody. So we calculated like how much money we had. We got pizza. We also got this like brownie cake thing, and we had soda. So in a way we had like a little mini party.
Oh my gosh, this one's hard because we did do a lot of fun things. Even if we were just sitting out at lunch, it was always a lot of fun. I would have to say it was, I don't know, I think this is weird to say, but I think it was when we were in PE, because really that was the only time where we were all together.
What's your favorite color?
I like this question because people don't ask this very often because, they're like, oh, she can't see, she doesn't have a favorite color. But I do. I actually struggle a little bit with this because I love all shades of purples, pinks, blues, and greens. But usually, to simplify it, I always just say purple.
My favorite color, if it counts, is black. If it doesn't count, then it's blue. But if I'm fully being honest, it's rainbow. What is the technology that you use in your everyday life? I primarily use my iPhone, but since I am a college student, my daily life includes doing schoolwork. So I use my iPad. It's an iPad 10.5, I believe. And it has a keyboard case, so it has a little mini Bluetooth keyboard that I can use to type as if it was a laptop.
It is and will always be my iPhone. That's like, I'm comfortable with it. I'm comfortable with voiceover.
What is your favorite song/album?
So right now, at this very moment, I would say my favorite song would be Best Night Ever by Chase Rice.
It depends who I'm with, because I have different song selections for different individuals in my life. But I guess a song that I've always really loved and it's always stuck in my head, besides the other 100 million, is I'm Yours. What or who inspires you? So I have different individuals in my life that inspire me, but to keep it short, my mother, of course, is one of them who inspires me, because she is one of those type of people who, once she starts something, she needs to finish it, and I'm exactly like her. We are very stubborn. When we have a project that we're doing, we don't stop until we're done, even if we are in pain. And the other individuals would have to be my grandparents. My grandfather, even though he had passed away last year, he continued to fight and fight for all that he could in his life. My grandmothers, they continue to work extremely hard no matter the odds that are put against them. One thing that really stuck out to me about one of my grandmothers is we were talking about her going on Social Security one day, and she was like, "Oh, I'm going to be set for life," being super sarcastic. And then she goes, "No, even under Social Security, if I'm able to work, I'm going to work until the day that I can't," which is really powerful because she's already 62, turning 63 this year, and she just has a complete work grind like no other person that I have ever met for someone her age.
This one's a little difficult because there is many people that inspire me, and it's for different reasons. But I think I would say that I don't have a specific person that inspires me. I would just have to say the people who are able to succeed. Like, you know, you see those stories that all the odds are against them and they are still able to get to where they want to be. That's very inspiring. It just gives me, you know, good vibes, and it shows me that we can do it no matter what is thrown at you or what's in your way.
If you could change any personality trait of yours, what would it be and why?
I think I would change the fact that in person I'm a very shy and quiet individual. You know, I wish I could be more outgoing, more personable. It would be a lot easier to make friends and to go through life if you weren't so nervous and scared to speak your mind.
Something that I would change about my personality is to grow a little bit more of a backbone. I'm pretty nice for the most part. I try to give people more than one or two chances. I give people the benefit of the doubt, and I just feel guilty all the time. Like, even if we're having a conversation and you know what I mean, and I'm trying to say it as nice as possible, I will still, in the back of my mind, feel some form of guilt that I might have hurt you or I might have said something wrong, because I'm just that nice. I'm overly nice that I really don't like telling people no or turning people away. It's just something about me. What is a food that you absolutely can't stand but don't know why? Probably be yuca. Yuca is technically kind of like potato, and I love potatoes. I just for some reason don't like that.
You know, I know all the reasons why I don't like certain foods. I don't think I have one that I don't like and I don't understand why, or I don't know why.
If you could trade lives with anybody, who would it be and why?
Of course, I'm going to be saying Candy, the family pet, who is a little Maltese poodle. I don't even know what she is. Or Ethos. Ethos has a little bit of more of a hard life because he is a working dog. But who wouldn't want to be a dog or a cat? Like, seriously? And I know the question was, who would he be? But they are my who's.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna take after Lupe. I would love to see how my dogs live. Who is a TV or movie character that you have a crush on? Well, I still would have a crush on Selena Gomez's character Alex Russo from Wizards of Waverly Place, if I'm being honest. But just overall in general, I also have a major crush on Selena Gomez, so it explains a lot.
This question is making me laugh. So I honestly don't ever think or even remember having a crush on a TV or movie character. But the closest thing I guess you could say that I've had a crush on is on all the characters that are in Criminal Minds. They are amazing characters, and their characters get along and mix with one another so good. It's just, I'm a little obsessed with that show. So I guess you would say all of those.
What is your favorite food?
Green enchiladas, chicken ones. Yummy.
My favorite food of all time is, of course, any type of seafood. I love seafood, especially my mom's ceviche. Just delicious. Mwah. But other than that, it would probably just be my typical Hispanic culture food. Do you want to get married? Yes, I do, but I'm okay with waiting. It's all about time and getting to know somebody and realizing that they are the one or not.
You know, as a teenager, I would immediately say yes, I do want to get married someday. But now that I'm in my mid-20s, oh gosh, that is horrible. I don't know what my answer is, the ideal life that I used to have was have a perfect job, be married, and have a couple of kids. But, I now realize I don't need to be married to have a perfect life. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. And Ethos and I and whoever's in my future will be just fine.
Coke or Pepsi?
I drank both before and I like both, but I'm not really a soda drinker on a daily basis. Like, it's rare, or it's not that often when I drink soda. It's not rare. That would be a lie. But I'm not much of a soda drinker. I prefer my water or homemade aguas frescas that my mom sometimes makes out of the random. She's been making some Jamaica water for a couple weeks now, and it's so good. My brother's really good at it too.
I like both. Target or Walmart? Again, I can go to both.
I have seen this before, like everyone's either against one of these stores. But to be honest, I don't care. I don't have a preference, but I do go to Target. I guess I do. Oh, you touch. I guess I do have a preference, but no, I don't mind going to Walmart, and it just so happens Target is closer to me.
Who is your favorite artist?
Oh, this one's hard. I would say Carrie Underwood or Kane Brown.
I can't just pick one. So I'm going to say Hayley Kiyoko and Selena Gomez. Is music better now or back then? I'm going to be extremely honest. I like them both.
Oh, definitely back then. The music now is like, I turn on the radio and I'm like, this is a sign that I'm definitely getting older, because I do not like any of the music now. Once in a while, I think in the last 3 years, well, in mainstream music, and even though country music is becoming a little more mainstream, I am not really liking the music that is coming out.
Have you ever pretended to like somebody even though you didn't?
This is what I have to say about this question. If you don't like someone at all, then why are you gonna waste your time and pretend that you do like them? Unless you want to practice your acting skills, and that's another story. But no, I don't. I don't see the purpose in wasting my time in talking to someone I do not like at all. Unless, I not even for your friends. Like, your friends are allowed to have other friends. That doesn't mean you have to like them and be friends with everyone else that your friends are friends with. So no, I don't think I've ever I never was friends with someone and I really didn't like them. Or of course, I'm not going to be rude. I'm definitely going to be polite to them, because they don't deserve to be mistreated just because I don't like them. So faking it and being polite, I think, is two different things.
I'm gonna agree with Lupe here. There's not necessarily a point in pretending that you like somebody, because pretending to like somebody and being their friend all the time and being rude and being polite is just a whole different story. Do you prefer sweet or savory? I prefer sour.
I don't think I go for one. Actually, I do go more for chips, which would be savory, right?
What is your biggest regret?
It would be interesting to ask me in another 15 years for this question. I don't think I'm old enough to have any big regrets. You have the minor regrets where, like, oh, I should have gone to that trip, or I should have gone to that gathering. Little regrets, but I don't think I've had a regret where it really caused some emotions to happen and for it to come along with me. I'm not that old, you guys. And I know some young people do have a lot of regrets, but like I said earlier, I'm very shy, so I don't do much to cause regrets.
I don't necessarily regret things in my life. At least I try not to. I try to see everything with open eyes and give everything the benefit of the doubt. But something that I have regretted before is buying friendships, not just having somebody be my friend because they want to. I haven't done that a lot. There was only 2 different people that I did it with, and it probably just wasn't the best thing. I don't know where my life would have been if I hadn't done it, but that's probably the only thing that I've regretted. What is your dream vacation destination? I guess it would be Amsterdam. That's something that I've always wanted to do. I was gonna say Alcatraz, but I don't live terribly far away from Alcatraz.
Oh my gosh. Every time someone asks me this, I'm like, how dare you ask me such question? I'm like, the world is so big and full of diversity, and it's like, how can you just choose one destination? Like, there are so many places I want to go vacation in or at that I don't even know where to start. Like, oh my gosh, it is a very hard question to ask. But if I must out of the thousands of places I want to go, I would have to say Rome, Italy. Somewhere in Italy, definitely.
What are your bad habits?
This is another question that would have had an answer 2 years ago, which I'm proud to say that I finally kicked it to the curb, but it was biting my nails. I still, when I have too much anxiety over like classes, I will nibble at a thumbnail or something, but it is not as bad as it once was. Like, I started at 5 years old and I stopped in 2018 in August. So that was a great achievement. But another little habit that is not so serious, well, you should say that to my to my genes, is that I have a really bad habit of always wanting a bag of chips nearby so I can nibble on while I'm watching a show or something.
I have a few. My worst habit is I do bite my nails. What is your favorite season? That is easy. It is fall. I love the cold.
Right now, my favorite season, I wish, I could have a solid favorite season. But of course, I'm the type of person that says it's when it's summer, oh, I love the winter. And then when it's winter, oh my God, I love the summer. But right now, our weather is crazy. I don't know, for those that cannot see, it's really sunny in my room right now. It's really sunny outside. And it's February and it is not cold. I know that we don't have freezing winters here in the LA area, but it's still pretty like crazy, the weather this time of year. So I guess to just have a solid answer and make it a proper one, I will say fall.
What is a piece of advice that you would give your younger self?
Growing up in a family that isn't very emotional or very communicative with one another, I would tell myself that it is okay to be afraid. It's okay to cry, and it is okay to feel those emotions, because I saw it all around me. People didn't show emotions when something traumatic happened to me, or something big changed in my life. They didn't even acknowledge it, and I would think, I'm like, what I'm feeling is not okay if they're not talking about it, and if they're telling me that, stop crying, that, it's just this or that. So I guess I would just tell myself it is okay to feel those emotions, and it is okay, because now that I'm an adult, I know that I should have had the right to grieve for the person that I lost as I was losing my sight, because losing your sight isn't an easy process, especially when you lose a lot of it in like overnight, and you wake up and you're like, whoa, what just happened? So I would just tell her that it was, I can't go back and process through those emotions, but I would tell her it's okay. It is okay to feel terrified, to feel alone, and it is okay to want to talk to somebody and reach out to somebody, because those emotions, whether they were valid or whether they were over something small, they were all valid.
I would probably want to tell myself that friends come naturally, and you should be allowed to feel what you want to feel. Never hide inside. There's always somebody out there who does care. What is your dream job? Open up my own business, a tutoring center for people with all types of disabilities. I roughly want the bottom floor to be for tutoring, and I'm hoping to have a second floor to have like a little cafeteria, so that if you need a break, you can go upstairs to the cafeteria. And I'm hoping to partner up with Department of Rehabilitation one day, so that students who want to have an internship can work in the cafeteria as their own business, because Department of Rehabilitation does have a little program where you can own your own business.
Okay, so what is my dream job? Ooh, wee. So I'm always joking with my editor and best friend Kim about my favorite or my dream job, sorry. And that would be, I don't want to say names, but I'm sure quite a few of you will know who I'm talking about. But the Braille teacher at the Davidson program is an amazing woman who is amazing at teaching Braille, but who's even better at teaching computers. So my dream job would be if she ever changes from the Braille teacher to the computer teacher and I took her job. That would be my dream job, working with all those people. That is a great place to work, from what I saw at least as a student. So yeah, that's my dream job, being the Braille teacher for the Davidson program.
What pets would you like to have?
I think anyone that did not have the pleasure of growing up with cats or dogs missed out on a lot, because these amazing creatures can give you a lot. But if I could choose any pet, I would get, what are those little monkeys called? Capuchin monkeys. And I'm never gonna own one, so don't come for me, because I am not an expert in exotic animals. So even though it would be a great honor to be able to raise and care for a capuchin monkey, I am not trained and I am not a professional, so I would never be able to do that. So yeah, that would be a pet that I would like to. I could, it doesn't hurt to dream.
It would have to be a snake and a horse, for sure. What is something that you consider to be priceless that is not an object? My dogs, 100%.
This one's hard because, of course, if they're not objects, it's family and friends. I don't know what can I say for this one. My family and friends, my pets, my guide dog are priceless people to me. So you said no objects. Well, there you go.
What is your most embarrassing moment?
I'm really hoping I'm facing the camera. I just realized I think I was looking the wrong way this whole time. But my most embarrassing moment, no, it's not that I might have not been facing the camera, or that I can't speak correctly, but it was in 2018 on January 28th, I think it happened. Kim gave me the most amazing present, which was tickets to see Dylan Scott and Justin Moore, who I love. They are no longer my favorite artists, so I didn't mention them earlier, but they were, and I still love them. But we went there, and it was Dylan Scott's turn. He was, singing along, and I was dancing, and Kimberly had been on my left, and I leaned forward to lean against her, dance to the music. But I don't feel her, so I'm like, oh, where does she go? So I'm like, okay, whatever. And I straighten back up, and then I feel an elbow poke me in the right. So I'm like, what? Why did Kim move? I'm like, what's going on? So I'm like, whatever. So I start dancing with this elbow. I'm like, moving my shoulder, like moving my arm with this elbow, and this elbow starts dancing with me. So I honestly thought it was Kim. But it was not, because a few seconds later, literally, Kim leans over to me from my left side and says something. I don't remember, but I remember thinking, I'm like, oh my God, who was I just dancing with? Apparently there was a man sitting next to me, so I was dancing with a stranger.
Oh no. So in high school, it was my sophomore year of school. I was in math class right before lunch. It became the time of the month. I hadn't brought any supplies with me because I hadn't known that it was going to be that time. So I was sitting there in class, and then halfway through, things just fell apart. And I thought, I'll be fine, it'll be okay, class is almost over, because I didn't want to have to tell my math teacher, who was a guy, that I needed to go. I waited and I didn't think that it was bad until I sat up and I freaked out thinking that the chair might be stained. So I wrapped my sweater around my waist and quickly checked the chair to see if anything was there. And when it was all clear, I ran out of the classroom 5 minutes early. And when I got to the bathroom, it was far worse than I thought. I was freaking out. Cleaning was just not an option. It was too far gone. Luckily, my brother was home. I asked him to bring me the stuff. Luckily, my mom also was home, so I wasn't even more embarrassed by having my brother go and pick out items for me. As I was sitting there in the bathroom, cleaning up what I could, I kept waiting for my family to call me and tell me that they were downstairs so that I can quickly run, grab my stuff, go change, and then get to class on time. That did not happen. I sat in the bathroom, kept waiting. It was 5 minutes until lunch was about to end that I called them again and I was like, are you guys on your way? Because I didn't live that far away from school. And they were like, yes, we're almost there. And I was like, lunch is about to end. And they were like, don't worry, we're about to be there. That didn't happen. So I went down to the office and I had to explain to them why I was going to be standing in there even though lunch was over. And the embarrassment is not in there because then I had to inform my teacher that I was going to be late to class. My family got there however long after lunch had ended. I quickly ran to the bathroom and changed. And then I walked into class with my head down because I just couldn't look my teacher in the eye. I did not speak at all in class. She had even come up to me in the middle of class to ask if I was okay. And I just kind of laughed. I felt my face get hot. And I was like, yes, I'm good. And then just stayed quiet again. What do you hope to accomplish in your lifetime? Helping my mom. My mom has given me so much in my lifetime. The least that I could do is take care of her one day. I love my mom to pieces, and it would just really make me happy to know that I can take care of her, even though I have a disability and people assume that I can't even take care of myself, let alone take care of another person. But it would just make me really happy if I could do that for the both of us.
Another serious question. In life, I hope to accomplish many things, whether they're small or big or on a daily basis, weekly, monthly, yearly, whatever it may be. But I think one of the top things that I do want to accomplish is, even though I might not be the smartest tool in the shed, as people would say, I do want to be able to leave something behind in this world, and that would be my knowledge to other people as they go through their own journey of learning how to read Braille and stepping into this new community of blind and visually impaired individuals, and showing them that your new disability isn't going to make you who you are. And that's why my dream job is working at the Division Program of Independence. So yes. Okay, that was the last question. Thank you for having me, Daisy. It was so much fun. I hope my answers weren't that boring, but it was fun being here. And back to you, Daisy. It was fun taking over.
Alright guys, that was the end of the video. This was also so much fun to do with Lupe. If you guys want to go check out her channel and see the other half of the Q&A that we did on her channel, please go to the description box down below. I will link her social media and her YouTube video on there. Thanks for joining me, Lupe. Hope to do this with you in person one day. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please hit that like button, subscribe for more videos, and comment down below any questions that you guys have, and I'll make sure to answer them. Or let's just have a conversation overall in general. Or comment down below some video ideas that you guys want to see in the future. Bye guys!